If we look at the graphs, you need to choose two questions to answer. So we're going to go through each of these elements, whether you answered one of them, two of them, or all of them. So what features of the graph are the same? So if we look, both of these represent the heights of US presidents, but and if we look, we see like here's the first president, the second president, the third president, and they have all these different heights. This also represents the height of presidents as well. So I also noticed that height is listed over here, but it looks like and there's height listed on the top also. President is listed along the bottom. The bottom isn't labeled, but I know based on how the bars are laid out that this is also a president. So what features of the graphs are different? So this one lists all the presidents, starting with the first president to the most recent president. Actually, I believe that would be President Obama. And then this one lists the heights of the shortest and tallest US presidents. So it's not all of the US presidents, it is only some of them, and they are listed in order from shortest to tallest. Um, some other differences is that this one is listed in inches, this top graph. This bottom graph is listed in feet and inches. So that one dash mark next to the 5 means feet, the 2 dashes mean inches. What design choices do you think the designer made and why? Well, I think that this designer, looking at the bottom one in particular, because it's a little bit easier to read, they chose to not include all of the presidents, but rather just show the difference between the shortest president, the tallest president, and where presidents fell in between. And it kind of gives you an idea of like what the average president might be. Why might a source be useful feature to include with a graph? So a source could be useful in order to know the reliability of the source. If I just walked up to some random person on the street and said, "How tall do you think Abraham Lincoln was?" That's going to be very different than if I have an official record of his height at his time of death or at the time that he was the president.